You ever have one of those days where everything starts perfect? Then some entitled nightmare shows up and flips the script? Yeah. That was last Saturday. Picture this: golden sun. Cold beers chilling. Ribs sizzling on the grill. Laughter echoing from my buddies and their families. My backyard barbecue was finally happening after months of rain delays. No HOA nonsense here, I own my corner lot outright. No rules breathing down my neck. Just good food. Good tunes. Good vibes. Then she appeared. Karen, mid-40s. Visor glued to her head. Phone already recording, marched right up to my fence like she owned the deed. "Excuse me," she barked. Voice sharp enough to cut glass. "This smoke is unacceptable. It's going straight into my windows. And the noise, do you even have a permit for this? This circus?" I turned. Spatula in hand. Trying to stay chill. "Ma'am. It's my property. Private event. No permit needed for family and friends." She scoffed. Loud. Dramatic. Family and friends? This is a neighborhood. There are children here. And that smell, it's disgusting. Meat. Animal cruelty right in front of my eyes. Kids. The closest kids were my niece and nephew chasing each other with water guns 20 feet away. Cruelty? Tell that to the rack of ribs they'd already demolished. I sighed. Deep and tired. "Look. If the smoke bothers you, close your windows." Simple. Her eyes narrowed. "I shouldn't have to. You need to stop this right now or I'm calling the authorities. And the HOA. Wait till they hear about this violation." Violation? Right. Because grilling on my own lawn is suddenly a crime. She stormed off. Still filming. Muttering about standards and respect. My buddies chuckled. "Bro. She's gonna blow a gasket." I shrugged. Thought that was the end of it. Nope. 30 minutes later. A squad car rolled up. Lights off. But still. Officer steps out. Polite. Asks what's going on. Karen's right behind him. Arms crossed. Smug as hell. "See? I told you. Public nuisance. Disturbing the peace." The cop listened. Looked at my grill. Looked at the happy crowd. Then at her. "Ma'am. This is private property. No laws broken. Noise is within limits. Smoke. Well. It's barbecue. Happens every weekend around here." Her jaw dropped. But the smell. My allergies." Officer shrugged. "Not illegal. Have a good day, folks." He tipped his hat and left. Karen turned purple. "This isn't over," she hissed. Then she started dialing again. "I'm calling the health department. Animal control. Someone." That's when something snapped in me. Not anger exactly. More like, enough. I'd dealt with her type before, little power trips over nothing. But today I felt done. I pulled out my phone. Texted my old writing crew. The ones I hadn't seen in a while. The ones who live for chaos done right. "Hey brothers. Karen's on one. Need backup. Bring the big rig. We're doing it big tomorrow. Front lawn. Whole hog. 50 deep. Let's show her real hospitality." Replies flooded in. "Hell yes. Thumbs up. On it. Press. Bringing the spit. Karen's about to learn." Next morning. I dragged out the old trailer-mounted hog roaster I'd bought years ago for club events. Fired it up at dawn. Whole pig. Seasoned to perfection. Spinning slow over charcoal and hickory. Smoke curled thick and rich into the blue sky. Tables set up. Coolers stocked. Speakers bumping classic rock. By noon, the crew rolled in. Harleys thundering down the street like rolling thunder. One after another. Leather vests. Beards. Tattoos. Grins wide as handlebars. 50 strong. Maybe more. Neighbors peeked out windows. Phones up. Karen? Oh. She came flying out her front door the second the first bike revved. What in God's name is this? She shrieked. Marching across her lawn toward mine. You can't do this. It's obscene. A pig? On a spit? In broad daylight? I leaned on the fence. Calm as ever. Morning. Neighbor. Just a little get-together. Private property. No rules broken. She pointed at the hog. That's disgusting. Barbaric. You're attracting vermin. And the noise, these thugs. One of the guys, Big Mike. 6'5". Arms like tree trunks, laughed deep. Thugs? Lady. We're just hungry. Want a plate? She recoiled like he'd offered poison. Absolutely not. I demand you shut this down right now. I smiled slow. Can't. Food's cooking. Guests are here. Besides. I nodded toward the street. Cops already cleared it yesterday. Remember? Her face twisted. She started recording again. This is harassment. You're doing this to spite me. Nah, I said. Voice low. I'm doing this because I can. Because it's my yard. Because life's too short for people like you telling everyone else how to live. The guys cheered. Beers raised. Someone cranked the music. Smoke billowed thicker. The hog crackled. Fat dripping. Sending that mouth-watering aroma everywhere, including straight through her open windows. She tried everything. Called the city. Health inspector showed, laughed. Said it was permitted for personal use. Animal control. Pig was sourced legally. No issues. Hoa. Turns out my lot's grandfathered, no HOA jurisdiction. She even tried the fire department. Open flame hazard. Fire guy arrived. Checked the setup. Gave a thumbs up. Solid rig. Good ventilation. No violations. With every failed call. Her voice cracked higher. This is unbelievable. You're ruining my property value. My peace. My life. Big Mike leaned over the fence. Gentle giant voice booming. Lady. Maybe close your windows. Or. Join us. Ribs are killer. She screamed. Actual scream. Stomped her foot. Then. She lunged toward the roaster like she was gonna tip it. Whoa. 3 guys stepped in smooth. Blocking her path. Not touching. Just. There. Wall of leather. Easy now, I said. Don't want anyone getting hurt. She froze. Realized the optics. Phones everywhere, neighbors filming her now. Her meltdown. Her entitlement on full display. Tears welled up. Real ones. You're all monsters. I sighed. Felt a twinge. Not pity exactly. But something close. Karen. Nobody's a monster. We're just people having a barbecue. You could have asked nicely. Could have talked. Instead you escalated. Every time. She glared. Chest heaving. Then turned and stormed back inside. Slammed her door so hard the windows rattled. Party went on. Epic. Food disappeared fast. Stories swapped. Laughter rolled. Hog carved up perfect, crispy skin. Tender meat. Even some neighbors wandered over. Curious at first. Then grabbing plates. Hell of a spread. Man. As sun dipped low, bikes started firing up one by one. Brothers hugged. Promise next run soon. I stood on the lawn, watching them roll out. Feeling lighter. Then I saw her. Karen. Standing at her window. Curtain pulled back just enough. Face pale. Eyes red. I raised my beer. Not mocking. Just acknowledging. She stared a second longer. Then let the curtain fall. Next morning. Quiet. No complaints. No notes on my door. Nothing. Word spread fast though. Neighborhood group chat lit up, with memes. Clips of her tantrum. People laughing. Finally someone stood up to her. About time. A week later. I got a text from an unknown number. I'm sorry. I was out of line. The smoke really does bother my allergies. But I handled it wrong. Won't happen again. I stared at it. Sighed. Replied, appreciate that. Hope you're doing okay. No response. But the next weekend? When I fired up the small grill again, just burgers. Low smoke, she didn't come out. Windows stayed closed. No drama. Sometimes justice isn't loud. It's quiet. It's consequences that hit where it hurts, pride. Ego. The illusion of control. And sometimes, it's a whole damn pig roast that reminds folks, don't poke the bear. Or in this case, the bikers. Because when good people get pushed too far, they don't break. They barbecue bigger. Stay real out there, folks. And grill on.